I need to talk to you about something serious. Have you noticed anything strange about the catering arrangements?
Strange? What do you mean exactly? I reviewed everything with the caterer yesterday, and it seemed fine.
That's the problem. My sister told me she ordered salmon and vegetarian options, but the invoice only shows chicken dishes.
That can't be right. Let me pull up the contract on my tablet. When did she place that order?
3 months ago, she was very specific because her fiance's family has dietary restrictions. This could be a disaster.
I'm looking at the file now, and you're absolutely correct. Someone made a mistake in our system. This is unacceptable.
Can we fix it? The wedding is in 2 days, and there will be over 200 guests attending.
I'm calling the caterer right now. We'll need to pay extra for the rush order, but we can make this work.
Money isn't the issue. My sister's been planning this day for 18 months. Everything needs to be perfect.
I understand completely. Give me 30 minutes and I'll have a solution. Can you stay here while I make these calls?
Of course, but there's something else bothering me. The photographer canceled last week, and the replacement seems inexperienced.
The original photographer had a family emergency in another state. The replacement has excellent reviews and a strong portfolio.
I checked his website. He's only done 5 weddings total. My sister deserves someone with more experience for such an important event.
I hear your concerns, but sometimes fresh talent brings creative energy. Would you like to meet him before the ceremony?
Yes, that would help. I'm sorry for being so demanding, but my sister's happiness means everything to me.
Don't apologize. Your attention to detail is actually helping us catch problems before they become catastrophes. Let's fix everything together.
Thank you for understanding. I know I can be difficult, but this wedding absolutely cannot fail.
With your vigilance and my experience, we'll make sure your sister has the most memorable day of her life. I think I'm making the biggest mistake of my entire life. What if she realizes I'm not good enough for her?
Stop right there. You've been together for 6 years. She knows exactly who you are, and she loves you anyway.
But what if the ceremony goes wrong? What if I forget my vows or trip walking down the aisle?
Then it becomes a funny story you'll tell your grandchildren. Nobody expects perfection. They expect authenticity and love.
My hands won't stop shaking. Look at them. How am I supposed to put the ring on her finger like this?
Take a deep breath with me. In through your nose. Hold it. Now out through your mouth. Better?
A little. Did you remember to pick up my suit from the tailor? I completely forgot about it yesterday.
It's hanging in your hotel room right now. I also grabbed your shoes, cufflinks, and the pocket square your grandmother gave you.
You're an absolute lifesaver. I don't know what I'd do without you handling all these details for me.
That's what best friends are for. Now tell me, what's really bothering you? This isn't just about the ceremony logistics.
What if married life changes everything between us? What if the romance disappears and we become just two people sharing bills?
Marriage isn't the end of romance. It's choosing to build something together every single day. You already know how to do that.
Her parents spent $40,000 on this wedding. The pressure to make it worthwhile is crushing me inside.
They didn't spend that money on the wedding. They spent it celebrating the love between you and their daughter. Big difference.
You always know exactly what to say to calm me down. How do you do that so easily?
Because I've known you since college, and I've watched you grow into someone worthy of her love. Trust yourself.
I'm going to try. Just promise me you'll be standing next to me tomorrow when I need your support the most.
I'll be right there, ready to catch you if you faint or hand you tissues when you inevitably start crying during her vows.
I'm definitely going to cry. She wrote 3 pages and made me promise not to read them until the ceremony.
See? She knows you better than you know yourself. Now let's get some sleep. Tomorrow's your day to shine. These centerpieces are completely wrong. I specifically requested white roses, not cream-colored ones. Can't anyone follow simple instructions?
I understand your frustration, but in this lighting, pure white roses would look harsh and sterile. Cream creates warmth and elegance.
My daughter wanted white. This is her special day, and every detail should match her vision exactly, not yours.
Actually, I consulted with your daughter last week, and she approved these exact flowers. Would you like me to call her?
She approved them? Why didn't anyone tell me about this decision? I'm her mother, and I should be involved.
Your daughter mentioned she wanted to surprise you with some of the final touches. She thought you'd appreciate the sophistication.
I've been planning weddings in my mind since she was 5 years old. This doesn't match what I imagined at all.
I can see how much this means to you, but sometimes our children's dreams evolve differently than we expect them to.
The tablecloths are also wrong. I ordered champagne-colored linens, but these look almost gold under the venue lights.
The lighting changes throughout the day. During the ceremony, these will look exactly like champagne. Trust me, I've done this before.
How many weddings have you decorated? Do you have enough experience to handle something this important and expensive?
I've designed over 300 weddings in the past 8 years. Your daughter hired me because of my reputation for excellence.
I'm sorry for questioning your expertise. I'm just terrified that something will go wrong and ruin her perfect day.
That's completely natural. Every mother feels protective, but your daughter is in excellent hands. I promise you that, sincerely.
What if the guests don't like the decorations? What if they think we didn't spend enough money or effort on this?
The guests will be too busy celebrating the love between two wonderful people to critique flower colors or tablecloth shades.
You're probably right. I need to stop trying to control everything and just enjoy watching my baby get married.
Exactly. Your job tomorrow is simply to be present, take pictures, cry happy tears, and hug your daughter tightly.
Thank you for your patience with me. I know I've been difficult, but she's my only child, and this moment matters so much.
You're not difficult, you're loving. Now, let's walk through the venue together so I can show you how magical everything will look.
Give me something strong. Whiskey. Neat. Actually, make it a double. This day is more stressful than I expected it to be.
Rough morning? You look like you've been carrying the weight of the world on those shoulders all day long.
My son's getting married, and I keep thinking about all the advice I should have given him over the years.
I've worked hundreds of weddings, and I can tell you the best advice happens through living example, not lectures.
I wasn't always the best father. I worked too much, missed too many baseball games and school performances when he was young.
But you're here now, aren't you? That counts for something important. Kids remember who shows up when it matters most.
His bride is wonderful, but I worry about them. Marriage is harder than people realize until they're actually living it.
True, but they've been together for years already. They've probably faced more challenges than you think they have.
I gave them a check for $20,000 as a wedding gift. Is that enough? Should I have done more?
Money's nice, but I bet what they really want is your blessing and your presence in their lives going forward.
Her father made this big emotional speech at the rehearsal dinner. Everyone cried. I couldn't think of anything meaningful to say.
Sometimes the quieter parents are the ones whose love speaks loudest through actions rather than words. Don't underestimate that.
I wrote something on a napkin last night at 3 in the morning. Want to hear it? I'm nervous about reading it.
I'm listening, and for what it's worth, speaking from the heart always beats speaking perfectly. Go ahead, let's hear it.
Son, I didn't always know how to tell you I'm proud, but watching you become a man has been my life's greatest privilege.
That's beautiful, seriously. If you say exactly that tomorrow, there won't be a dry eye in the entire reception hall.
You think so? I'm not good with emotional stuff. I was raised to keep feelings private and handle things internally.
Your son will treasure those words forever. Trust me. I've seen fathers say less and mean more. You've got this.
Thanks for listening to an old man ramble. How much do I owe you for the drink and the therapy session?
The drink's on me. Consider it my wedding gift. And hey, enjoy tomorrow. Your son's lucky to have you there.
Have you heard the latest drama? Apparently, the groom's ex-girlfriend is actually attending the wedding. Can you believe that audacity?
I try not to listen to gossip, but that does sound like a potentially uncomfortable situation for everyone involved there.
Uncomfortable? It's absolutely insane. Who invites their ex to their wedding? That's just asking for problems and disaster to strike.
Maybe they stayed friends after the breakup. Some people manage to maintain healthy relationships with their exes surprisingly well.
Or maybe she's coming to object during the ceremony. You know, that part where they ask if anyone has reasons they shouldn't marry.
That almost never happens in real life. It's mostly just a dramatic device we see in movies and television shows.
Still, I'm keeping my eye on her during the ceremony. If she tries anything suspicious, I'll be ready to intervene immediately.
Maybe focus on supporting the bride instead of looking for drama that probably won't happen. That's what bridesmaids should do.
Speaking of the bride, I heard her dress cost over $8,000. That seems excessive for one day, don't you think?
Every bride deserves to feel special on her wedding day. If that's what made her happy, then it's worth it.
I would never spend that much on a dress I'll only wear once. When I get married, everything will be practical. Everyone has different priorities. Some people save for years to have their dream wedding. There's nothing wrong with that choice. The groom could have done better, honestly. She's pretty, but she's not exactly brilliant or particularly accomplished in her career. Beauty and accomplishments aren't what make a marriage work. Love, respect, and partnership are what matter most in the long run. I'm just saying, he had options, better options. But he chose her, and now we're all here celebrating that decision. You sound like you might have feelings for the groom yourself. Is that what this negative attitude is really about today? What? No, I mean, we dated briefly in college, but that was years ago. Ancient history that doesn't matter anymore.
Maybe that's why you're looking for problems that don't exist. Sometimes jealousy makes us see things that aren't really there.
I'm not jealous. I'm concerned for him. There's a difference between caring about someone and wanting them for yourself romantically.
If you say so, but maybe try to enjoy the day instead of analyzing everyone's choices.
Life's too short for bitterness. You're right. I'm being horrible. Can you make my hair extra nice? Maybe that'll improve my mood and attitude.
Already planned on it. And between you and me, letting go of the past might be the best gift you give yourself today.
We have a major crisis on our hands right now. The refrigeration truck broke down and half the food is at risk. How long has the food been without proper refrigeration? We need to know if it's still safe to serve the guests tonight. Maybe 2 hours? 3 at most? The driver called me when the truck stopped working on the highway this morning. 2 or 3 hours is a huge difference. Which is it? We can't serve potentially contaminated food to 200 people. I'm not sure exactly. Look, we can still use most of it. The appetizers and desserts should definitely be fine.
Should be fine isn't good enough. We need certainty. What's your backup plan for replacing the compromised items immediately?
Backup plan? I've been in this business for 15 years. I know when food is safe and when it isn't. Trust me.
Your experience doesn't change food safety regulations. If anyone gets sick, the venue is liable along with your catering company.
You're overreacting. I've served food in worse conditions and nobody ever complained or got sick from eating it.
That's not reassuring. That's terrifying. Here's what's happening. You're going to source fresh food from local suppliers right now.
Do you have any idea how expensive that will be? The profit margin on this event is already extremely thin as it is.
I don't care about your profit margin. I care about people's health and this venue's reputation. Make the calls immediately.
The bride's family will lose their minds when they find out about the additional costs. This could bankrupt my entire business.
You should have maintained your equipment properly. This is your responsibility and your problem to fix, not theirs or mine.
Can we just not tell them? Serve what we have and hope everything turns out okay? Nobody needs to know anything.
Absolutely not. We're telling them immediately and giving them the choice. Honesty is the only acceptable option here today.
This is going to ruin my reputation. Nobody will hire me after this disaster spreads through the wedding industry grapevine. Your reputation was already at risk the moment you considered serving potentially unsafe food. Now you're fixing that mistake. Fine, I'll call my suppliers and see what we can get delivered within the next 4 hours. This better work out. It will work out because we're handling it professionally. Now start making calls while I inform the wedding planner about the situation. Wait, don't tell the wedding planner yet. Give me 1 hour to solve this quietly without creating unnecessary panic everywhere.
30 minutes. That's all you get. If you haven't secured replacement food by then, I'm making the call myself regardless.
I'm so excited to capture your special day. I've been scouting locations around the venue since dawn this morning for perfect lighting.
That's wonderful, but I'm a little worried. You're the replacement photographer, and I haven't seen your full portfolio yet thoroughly.
I understand your concerns completely. My previous photographer mentor taught me everything about capturing authentic, emotional moments naturally in photos.
How many weddings have you actually photographed by yourself? Please be honest with me. I need to know what to expect.
5 weddings so far, but I've assisted on over 30. I know every angle, every important moment to capture beautifully.
5 is not very many. My friend's wedding photographer had done over 200 weddings. That's the experience I was expecting. Experience matters, but so does passion and creativity. I'll work harder than any seasoned photographer because this means everything to me. What if you miss the important moments? The first kiss, the ring exchange, my father walking me down the aisle. I won't miss anything. I've created a detailed shot list with backup positions for every single crucial moment throughout your ceremony. Can I see the shot list? I want to add some specific family photos that are really important to me. Of course, I brought my tablet with the full timeline. We can go through everything together and adjust whatever you want. My grandmother is 93 years old, and this might be her last family wedding. I need beautiful photos with her specifically. We'll make sure she's in dozens of photos. I'll take candid shots and formal portraits. She'll be featured prominently throughout. What happens if your camera equipment fails? Do you have backup cameras and extra batteries ready just in case? I have 2 camera bodies, 5 lenses, backup batteries, and extra memory cards. I'm prepared for any possible technical emergency. Okay, I'm starting to feel a little better about this. What's your editing timeline? When will I receive the final photos? You'll get a preview of 50 photos within 48 hours, and the complete edited collection within 3 weeks maximum. That's faster than my original photographer promised. She said it would take 6 to 8 weeks for everything to be ready. I work quickly because I'm building my business reputation. Every wedding is an opportunity to prove myself and exceed expectations completely. I appreciate your honesty and your enthusiasm. Just please, please don't let me down. This day means absolutely everything to me. I promise you'll have incredible photos to treasure forever. This is your love story, and I'm honored to document it beautifully.
I've prepared an amazing playlist that'll keep everyone dancing from the first dance until the very last song tonight. That's what every DJ says before they play terrible music that clears the dance floor. What makes you different from them? 15 years of experience reading crowds and adjusting music on the fly. I don't just play requests. I create energy and atmosphere. My brother specifically requested no rap music, no heavy metal, and nothing too loud. Did you get those instructions clearly? I got the list, but sometimes you need to break the rules a little to keep the party alive and exciting. No, the rules exist for a reason. His fiance's grandparents are conservative. Inappropriate music will offend them and ruin everything. Conservative doesn't mean boring. I can play classic rock, Motown, swing music, and modern pop without crossing any boundaries here. What about the first dance song? Did they give you the specific version they want played? Details matter enormously here. They chose At Last by Etta James. Classic choice. I have 3 different versions ready depending on the mood. Use the original version only. Don't get creative. They practiced their dance to that specific recording for weeks now. Understood. What about the father-daughter dance? That's usually where things get emotional and people start crying openly. My Girl by The Temptations. Again, original version only, and make sure your microphone works for the speeches afterward. I test all my equipment twice before every event. Sound system, microphones, backup speakers, everything gets checked meticulously. Good, because if anything technical goes wrong during my toast, I'll hold you personally responsible for ruining the moment. Wow, you're really protective of your brother. I respect that loyalty. He's lucky to have you watching out for him. He's more than my brother. He's my best friend. This wedding needs to be perfect because he deserves nothing less. I can work with that motivation. Tell me more about him. What kind of music does he actually love personally? 80s rock, classic country, some jazz. He's old-fashioned in his tastes, but he wants the guests to have fun too. Perfect. I'll blend his favorites with crowd pleasers. We'll make this a night everyone remembers for all the right reasons. That's all I'm asking for. Just do your job well and we won't have any problems whatsoever between us tonight. Deal. And hey, save me a piece of cake. I've heard the baker they hired is supposed to be absolutely incredible. If you keep everyone dancing and happy, I'll personally bring you the biggest slice. That's a promise from me.
Can you make her look absolutely perfect? This is the most important day of her entire life, and everything must be flawless. She's going to look stunning, I promise, but perfect is impossible. We're aiming for radiant, confident, and authentically beautiful instead. No, you don't understand. She's been dreaming about this moment since we were children, playing dress-up together in her bedroom. I can tell how much you care about her. Take a deep breath with me. Your anxiety is affecting her energy. I'm sorry. I'm just so worried something will go wrong. What if her makeup smears? What if she cries and ruins everything? I use waterproof everything specifically for weddings. She can cry tears of joy all day, and her makeup will stay beautiful. What about the photographs? Will the makeup look natural in photos, or will it appear too heavy and theatrical? I specialize in photography-friendly makeup. It'll look natural in person and photograph beautifully under any lighting conditions available. She's been so stressed lately. I can see dark circles under her eyes that weren't there a month ago. Can you hide them? Already plan upon it. Color correction and concealer will handle the darkness. Nobody will notice anything except how happy she looks. I heard horror stories about brides whose makeup artists made them look completely different from themselves. That can't happen today. My job is to enhance her natural beauty, not transform her into someone else. She'll still look like herself, just elevated. Can you stay for touch-ups throughout the reception? What if her lipstick fades, or her foundation needs refreshing after dancing? I'm booked for the full event. I'll check on her every hour and fix anything that needs attention throughout the evening. Thank you. I'm sorry for being so demanding and emotional. She's like a sister to me, and I want everything perfect. Your love for her is beautiful, but she needs you to be calm and supportive right now, not anxious and worried constantly. You're right. I'll try to relax. It's just that she's been through so much to get to this moment today. Which is exactly why today should be about joy, not stress. Help me create that atmosphere by being her rock of stability. I can do that. I will be strong for her. What can I do to help while you're working on her makeup? Talk to her. Tell her funny stories from your friendship. Make her laugh. That's the best way to help right now. I have so many embarrassing stories to share. She's going to kill me, but today she'll forgive me for anything. Perfect. Laughter and love are the best foundation for beautiful wedding makeup. Let's create some magic together here today.
I wanted to introduce myself before the ceremony begins. I'm honored to officiate your granddaughter's wedding this afternoon.
Thank you for meeting with me. I've attended 17 weddings in my lifetime. Each one taught me something different about love.
17 weddings is impressive. You must have witnessed many different types of marriages succeed and fail over the years.
Indeed, I have. The fancy ones don't last longer than the simple ones. Love isn't about money spent or vows written perfectly.
What do you think makes a marriage last? After all your observation and experience, what's the real secret to success?
Choosing each other again every single morning. Marriage isn't one decision, it's thousands of small decisions made daily forever.
That's beautiful wisdom. Would you mind if I incorporated that sentiment into my ceremony remarks? It's profoundly true and meaningful.
Use whatever helps them understand what they're committing to today. They're young and they think love conquers all challenges easily.
You sound skeptical about their chances. Do you have concerns about this marriage specifically that I should know about?
Not skeptical, just realistic. They love each other now, but love changes shape over decades. They need to be prepared for that.
How long were you married to your husband? You speak with the authority of someone who lived through many seasons together.
58 years before he passed away last spring. We had wonderful years and terrible years. We survived both kinds, somehow.
I'm sorry for your loss. 58 years together is a remarkable achievement. He must have been a special man indeed.
He was stubborn, occasionally infuriating, and completely irreplaceable. I miss him every single day, especially at moments like this one today.
I wish he could be here to see your granddaughter get married. I'm sure he would be incredibly proud of her.
He would have loved this. He always said she had his determination and my kindness, the perfect combination for a good life.
She's lucky to have you here as a witness and guide. Your presence connects past generations to this new beginning today.
I'm the lucky one. I've lived long enough to see her find what her grandfather and I had. That's a precious gift.
Is there any advice you'd like me to share with them during the ceremony? Something you wish someone had told you?
Tell them to laugh together often. Life brings enough tears on its own. Laughter is the medicine that heals everything else.
Laughter as medicine. I love that. I'll find a way to weave that into the ceremony without making it sound preachy.
Good. And tell them to be patient with each other's growth. People change. That's not failure. That's life happening naturally.
You've given me so much to think about. This will be a better ceremony because of your wisdom and perspective today.
Just help them start their marriage with eyes open and hearts full. The rest they'll figure out together along the way.